On purpose.
On purpose, because we align like that.
Yeah. Derek and I were talking about schools and the craziness of the kids and
wait, because last episode we was like, hey girl, hey, and talking for like 17 days. Did you just yawn, Derek? Really? We not holding your attention?
No.
I thought we were having a nice conversation.
That's really what it is. But yeah, we didn't talk to the Brunch Breakers. We just kept talking to each other, and then it was like, oh, that's right, we doing the show. Bye, y'all. It was rude.
That show was gonna be really funny.
I'm about to say, whoa, it's about to be a whole different. He about to pull a Fab.
But he had something on. It looked like he had something on. Yeah, he had something on. Yeah, he went up.
What you got there?
Oh, Gatorade.
Wait a minute. That ain't libations. That don't count.
Since I'm gonna be running my mouth, you know what I'm saying? Now I did something else. You already know what it is.
Oh, what?
It's very cloudy in your surroundings. Cloudy with a chance of haze.
I have an ex that's going to be sending me some edibles.
You have a who?
An ex that's going to be sending me some edibles.
You say you have an ex that is sending you edibles?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a little sign on there that
no,
in case of an emergency break?
No sign. There's no signs of that. No signs of that. It's a friend. He's a friend. He's a friend. Because I was like, I'm so afraid of trying to get some.
You got what I need.
I think something's gonna I'll get caught or and even if I know it's so easy now, I'm just so bad with that.
But isn't it legal in New York?
I'm still bad with it.
Yeah. I understand.
I'm gonna do something stupid and go to someone like, "Hi, how are you?"
Fab, you working from home. You working from home. The person that's gonna get you is you.
Outside, like if I go outside and say, because I do really. Wait, no, you weren't at that birthday. Cass. It was one of my birthdays.
Oh, the brownies?
Not the brownies.
She had some brownies in her whole life change.
Right.
No, not in a good way. I canceled my birthday because of it. I flipped out because I didn't eat beforehand. Right. And I was going to have my birthday party. It was going to be a jazz music thing right on the pier in the water. You know, I live in Jersey City. So I was like, this will be nice. Have my friends here. It's free. It's my birthday. Good. I get there and they canceled the jazz thing and didn't set no alert. So I was upset and I didn't eat. So then I had some friends coming and some I said, if you don't want to come down here, it's okay. So some came. One of my girlfriends, she said, here's a gift for you. And she said, eat. She told me, eat so much. That's it. She said, that's it. I said, okay.
And Fab was like, I'm a real one. Don't tell me what to do.
And it was really good. I was like, So then one girl was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And I live close there. We were going to go to a pub. I was like, okay. While I was walking, I was like, oh. And everything just started coming up on me. And I was like like this. And then I started getting paranoid. And I got the dry cotton mouth, like cotton. And we went to the pub and I was like, I need water. Ooh. And they were like, what's wrong? I was like, and then I'm sitting across from some of my friends. And I'm like, these ain't for me. After me. Like it was like I wanted out. And I called my cousin and said, don't come to my birthday. He said, no, Mom, we're in the car. No, it's canceled. I canceled it. But the same ex was on his way for my party too. And I called him to cancel. He's like, no, bitch, I'm coming. So I was like, okay, I'm glad he did.
He was like, he got you in that good crazy state. I can help you out, girl. I can help you out.
No. Why you keep saying that? It's not like that.
Did he make sure you got home okay?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. So my friends got me in my building and they said, you want us to send gifts? I said, no, because remember, I'm like, bitches ain't for me, right? So they left. And I do love them. I'm sorry when y'all hear this. You're not a bitch like that. It was just, it was happening. So I get upstairs, I'm drinking water. No, I get upstairs, I come out the elevator. I throw up in my hallway.
In your coat?
In my system, remember, I'm just drinking water and so I throw up. I said, So I run in my house. So my ex comes.
Oh wait, you threw up in the hallway?
Hallway not in my house.
I thought you said you threw up in your coat. I was like, oh Lord.
No, not in my coat, in my hallway. So then when he came, I opened the door. I said, I threw up in the hallway. So he was like, he cleaned it up for me. I told him I threw up in the hallway. He cleaned it up for me. He cleaned it up. He said, what do you want to eat? He got me something to eat, and I calmed down. And then he said, you good?
And he was like, mission accomplished.
No! Why do you keep doing that?
Bang, 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 bang,
No!
bang.
Both of you, no! That did not happen. That did not happen.
She said it didn't happen, Ashley.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
And then he left.
Bang, 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 bang.
No! And then I woke up and he was gone. And I was like, I want a party. And it was over because I canceled it and it was no birthday. So that was my story with my first edible. Now I know how to eat them.
Right on.
Take them. But,
See, I don't know if that is the great. I just realized I didn't have my headphones on and I'm peeking and listening to y'all through the realness. So
I still hear you though.
Get it together in these streets.
I put the speaker thing on. This speaker is good.
I'm glad. So Brunch Breakers, we got distracted. We was telling y'all, hey, how you doing? And then we cut up about the story. But we didn't introduce our Brunch Breaker. Hey Derek, how you doing?
Hey, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, so I don't know how we segue from that story into fatherhood, but here we are. But I mean, like that's the interesting part about that is those are conversations that are you gonna have to have someday with your, because you gotta let people know they heading out into these streets that, you go to the party and they got brownies for you, they may not be for you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, those are conversations that you kind of have because you don't know.
And
True.
Especially because they're getting older.
Mm-hmm. Because you have a 13-year-old, right? You said?
Yeah, I do. And I think each year, I think there's more information about any type of substance out there, right? So the research is out there. But I also think there is an age limit where you should start doing those type of things. Just like it's an age limit to play football, just like an age limit to do other things, drive
yeah,
and drink. Personally, I have an age limit on it. Now, when you're old enough to just make your own decisions, that's on you. Mm-hmm. But right now, I just think because your brain is still developing,
right,
that any type of crutch or any type of wrench you're throwing into you trying to create yourself is going to change everything.
Yeah, because that's what I remember, being in high school, and my brother, and actually now my brother-in-law was like, yo, if you ever decide this is for you, don't talk to strangers. Basically, that's the best time to be about the stranger danger in full effect. Like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well hang out with us. And after the story you told, it's never been for me because I get nervous about, like, so wait, I'm not gonna be able to control my behavior, and I'm already, low-key paranoid about stuff.
With actual edibles, it's harder to control because, again, if it tastes good, if it's this,
and I think it's body weight and all of those things.
You don't know, and you don't know how it's gonna affect you. Because I never thought that all would happen to me. I had someone else had some, and they were perfectly fine.
But did they eat the recommended daily amount?
No, she was eating too. But she says she is a smoker. So she said this is strong. She even said it's strong, but she knew how to
But her tolerance is like
right.
My tolerance was like, what? Because I'm not. And I'm like, boing, boing, boing.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You're like, oh, it's a party, we hang in, maybe.
Because I remember in high school, and my mother's gonna hear this.
So wait, before you tell the story, so what is your policy? So say your 13-year-old came to you now and was like, yeah, so I was at this party with my friends, and would you rather him have the conversation with you or be like, nah, dad said I can't do it till I'm this age?
I'm proactive, so I'm already be talking about it. I'm already in the mix with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is the culture right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Again, I think You know what I'm saying? If you hanging out with people and that's all they're doing, that's not where to be. So it's, it's a slippery slope. You going from just hanging out at one party, having a good time, to every day. Now you can't even function anymore because this is your goal, just to chase this dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it really is a slippery slope. But I think if you're proactive and talk about it and be like, no, now it's just not the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not going anywhere. It's going to be there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just like all the kids, they're going to find a way. You know what I'm saying? But I feel comfortable giving you the information and the knowledge, and then what you do with it is up to you.
Right.
You know,
because I think a lot of the stigma in our generation. Wait, she has a wig in her hand. I feel like she's judging my hair today.
Why does she have a wig? She has a wig in her hand. Which one does she have?
She's got, and ironically, it looks a lot like how my hair is braided. It's just straight part now. But she's like, here you go. Let me help you out, ma'am. I'm good. Thank you. But a lot of times the stigma and stuff associated in our generation was the legality, because people are protecting you from getting in trouble.
Yeah. And you got to be careful.
My boo thing was about to be on Cass and Fab, and he was about to be like, yo, I told you.
Yeah, I still got to send him that email. I don't care. He may not reply back, but he's going to get one.
But I think now that it's legal, and there aren't really like restrictions and things in place for it. So it's not like it's legal if you're X age or Y age. It's just now that it's decriminalized. I know it's decriminalized here, so you're not going to get locked up for it. But
and there's so many medicinal purposes that I know now that you didn't know back then. It was just it was bad.
Not like that now.
Yeah, if you cancer patients, if we need them to eat, they should smoke something. They're gonna get the munchie. They're gonna eat.
And that's that. I know somebody in the same situation, and I think a lot of it, like I said, I'm not really. I'm usually drinking alkaline vodka on the show that looks a lot like water, but also because like I don't like being out like. Out of comfort, out of that control, comfort. And that's like I said, how I flipped out. I like somewhat control. With drinking, you kind of can control it unless you go. Listen, unless you out with Fab and Jackie. Sometimes it does go extra.
And but see, I think the exact opposite. I think pot smokers, or whatever you want to call them, us, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be more of a mellow mood. It's not going to be any fights. It's not going to be, alcohol is going to bring fights. It's going to bring drama.
Because with alcohol, there are different types of people. Some people are angry when they drink. Some people are very emotional when they drink. Some people
are very sleepy.
I'm a happy drunk. I'm a very, very happy drunk. And I think you are too. You're a happy drunk too, Kaz.
Yes.
We're happy drunks. But I do get what you're saying, Derek, because it does bring out I've seen some ugly.
Right on.
You don't see when people smoke.
I don't think I've ever encountered somebody that was high that was nasty.
Yeah,
that wasn't nasty before they started smoking.
Exactly. If that's what they were,
that's your baseline.
That's what they are, but not that didn't do it to them. It's usually a mellow, whatever.
Speaking of doing dad things, hey,
hello,
how you doing?
Fake shot, you know how it is.
Yeah. So how is that adjustment? Or can you discuss it without shame? That having a teenager.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be part of the program where we talk about quarantine. I think a lot of families are going to notice that we've become closer.
Oh, that's dope.
We've been crammed in the house together every day, all day. School is here. You're really not going anywhere. And if we do go somewhere, it's together.
Yeah. You're trying to keep your pod together.
Right. And so, when it first started, we would take drives, and just talk, girls, drugs, ambitions, potential. And I think a lot of families are doing this, becoming closer. We play board games. We've done a lot more stuff together than we've done probably in the last couple of years. So.
That's good.
That's fantastic. Yeah,
it's quarantine. It really is.
It's and we'll say it's making people stop.
Yeah.
And just be and pay attention to your kids, because we're always on a go. You don't know. You miss a lot. It's a lot that you miss that you don't even think about it.
And there's a lot of things you pick up because you're watching school happen in your face.
Yeah. And
so if the teacher says something reckless, you can be like, so hi, I am Amari's mother.
So they have to watch themselves too, huh? Oh, they can't go cray. Oh, that's got.
And also, like, you know, if your child is struggling in something, it's like you don't get, there's not that lag time. Like if you're watching a teacher ask questions and y'all are all in school online together because of the nature of quarantine, like you can see, you can't really fake it at home. Like you might be able to fake it with the teacher and be like, okay, let me pull up and Google this in the side screen. And you can see the Googling happen and be like, okay, why don't we know that? And how do I help you? Like, let's learn about it together because it's been a minute since I did that. Luckily for me, mine is just like painting and coloring and ABCs and whatnot. I got those.
Yeah.
Well, see, and I think, again, that's another thing that the little ones are missing. They don't know what they're missing, but they're also missing the social aspect of sitting in a circle, sharing, having a friend outside of mom or your brother, because that's my little one's going through now. His best friend is his brother because he spent the last 2 years just in the house with him. Again, he needs his own friends, his own age.
Yeah. Because what is their age gap? 2 years?
4 years.
4? Oh, that's
You know what I'm saying? But there is good points to it. He's a little accelerated because he wants to be like his big brother.
Yeah, so he's going to be quicker with things.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to be like him. So there are, benefits to it. But again, I think, socially, you need to be with someone your own age
So what do you do to combat that? Like, how do you like?
I know other people have play dates and pods and stuff like that. But again, with us, there's nothing we can do until school opens. You know what I'm saying? I'm just better safe than sorry right now. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt anyone or get hurt.
Amen.
So because I don't know, I'm just operating in this space, and I'm not judging anyone with how they have it.
It's what it is right now, and you don't know. You could get it. It's so easy to get it.
Yeah. So
and there's so many people who aren't abiding by the rules.
Right.
And you don't know, even if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in your household, and then you say, okay, I'm going to send you to school, and you say, you keep your mask on, you keep, whatever. You don't know what that other kids, you don't know what they're doing, or who's going to a party, who's doing an underground Halloween party, who's doing this Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's why I said we won't be having it. Well, that's the funny part.
Still going to be doing it.
We went to the park yesterday, and it was just me and her at the park. So I didn't have a mask on. She didn't have a mask on. We chilling, cutting up, and like all these kids came, and I was like, "Oh my God, we ain't got no mask on."
Mask.
Started to panic. I'm like, "Oh, hold up, come here, wait a minute." And so it's just figuring out, and also like, how does that affect them that all their play is happening, with a mask on in order to keep them safe. Because you just can't risk it. Because a lot of people I know, there was a case at school, and then eventually, like it passed around. Because they had some cases in our school, but the like if you get any exposure, then you're shut down. You have to quarantine. You can't come back. And so that has happened where people didn't come back. So there haven't been any. I don't think there's been any cases with the kids.
Okay. Well, I told you with Sloaney, it was 2 cases before, and now.
Yeah, that's our other friend. Her whole family got it, and it was a couple cases in the kids' school too. Yeah.
I get an email every week from my oldest school saying someone is tested positive.
Every week?
Every week. Because they still having special needs kids come in. So that was the first wave to come in because they really need the one-on-one interaction and stuff like that. So they were kind of the test pilot program and everything. Then they invited more students to come, and you just don't know what these kids, they probably taking off masks and kissing and making out.
Especially because it's your oldest. You talking about middle school. They don't know. Yeah, they gonna cut all the way up. Like,
yeah, they're doing stuff.
And especially because it's geared towards saying that the people who are at risk are older. So, and when you're in middle school, you're invincible. You're like, what?
Well, when you're younger, when you're 20-year-olds, they think they're invincible.
True.
And if you watch on the news and the news confirms it, then you're going to keep being invincible in these streets.
Yeah. So it's...
I do want to say this, when we were in our 20s, we were a little reckless too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was not reckless ever.
So I do
at all.
understand that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like bang, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no bang, bang, bang.
I do understand that energy. You know, locked in the house with your parents for months. You know, but you know they've been sneaking out. You know, all type of shit has been happening, guys. You know that.
Yeah, I'm sure. And especially, but you know, they did an episode on Blackish of where, because you know,
when he had the girl over or something,
he was sneaking around with her, and I think she accidentally got a text message, or like she's, you know, now you can spy on your kid without being like old school. Yeah. They got to sneak in your room and dig through your stuff and read your diary. Like
the mother found out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our days, you could cut all the way up, and like 6 months later, you on punishment for something from, you know. Like, by the way, I read about your life and about you talking on this phone and going outside. No dice.
I still do that. I'm still rummaging through it. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, now you can just put an app on the phone and like, okay, so Thursday
I want
at
to be a teenager now. I would not want to be a teenager now. Ooh,
and then also teenagers are
my mother.
They don't understand the gravity of it. So they'll post their foolishness on social media, and it's like, oh, you think I don't know your backup account? Please.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be.
So you posting evidence of your foolishness.
A lie going on for 2 years.
They're thinking they're inventing the wheel, just like all teenagers. They're thinking the first ones to do it. Like we haven't seen it or heard of it.
Did it?
Not trying to go to school and stuff like that. Yo, you laying in the bed. Why don't you want to go to school?
Yeah.
Like I don't even understand that, yo. Like we'd have begged for that, yo, to go to school in your bed. Hey guys, he still don't want to go, yo. Like what's going on?
Because probably part of the reason why he wanted to go to school is probably because some young lady.
Oh.
Some young lady piqued his interest and created an environment where his educational needs trumped his need for sleep.
True story. True, factual.
And so now when I wake up to go to school, I'm sitting with dad. Like
it's a whole different feel. That's a whole different feel.
True story, guys. True story.
Yeah. So and I think like a lot of the environment that we're like running into with kids now is like, so all the extracurricular stuff that kids get excited about, like that kind of like enriches the school environment. The extracurriculars, like, yo, today after I signed on, I could go to the refrigerator.
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not that excited about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be detached, like the school spirit. Yeah, that makes some sense. Like the drama school, the AV club.
AV clubs. Some kids are in bands. Some kids do the sports.
Yeah, the debate team.
We heavy on the home ec these days. We are heavy on
very heavy on the home ec.
So like it's different, and like I think that like it's trial by fire for them, but also for parents trying to navigate it, because most people are also trying to do that, and then every 3 seconds their job is like, about that thing I just emailed you.
Yeah.
You're like, excuse me, I'm in English class right now. Like if you don't, I set myself as a way. Another thing that kind of really jumped off for the rest of America, not necessarily for us, is all of the social justice needs. And so like I don't even know what that's like to be a Black dad raising young black men in this environment. Like how do you even explain to them what they're seeing? Because I think also, like we talked about, because of social media and all those things, you have more access. Because I was talking to a friend yesterday and he was like, the people were arguing over shoveling the snow and the neighbors.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, I saw the video. And I was like, wait, it's a video of that? And it was like, there's a whole video of the entire, and people have access to see it. So like, whatever you're looking, like your teenager can now sit for half an hour and watch Busset Challenge videos.
Yes.
Or, you know, depending on who he follows on social media, watch someone that looks like him be murdered by the police.
I'm gonna give you 2 parts to the answer. I'm gonna start with the pouring in of love as kings and queens that's going on the last 5 years. So let's start with Obama. You know, that's probably 10 years, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever long it's been. And then let's go to Chadwick.
Yeah.
Black Panther. Before him, there was no character you could dress up as Halloween as a black kid.
That you didn't have to make.
Yeah.
You know
That you didn't have to make yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was royalty. You gotta give a big a shout out to Chad, man. He did it.
Yeah.
He really, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say rest in peace to him, you know what I'm saying? For giving all of us an image of royalty, like a real king.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a lot of pouring in of blackness lately, you know what I'm saying? Loving us. You know what I'm saying? And so, Donald Trump been bubbling lately with whatever he's been talking in the rhetoric. But again, I think there's been so many positive images in porn and black girl magic and just the pumping up, I'm proud to be black and all those things. And again, I start with that in the house.
Yeah.
Be proud of who you are and how you look and how you talk. Again, I don't talk the way I articulate the word, the way I verbalize, I say yo a lot. I say I do, I'm Ebonics all the way in. I'm black.
All day, every day.
You know what I'm saying? This is me, real talk. I don't even like wearing a tie. My hat, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. And so again, I'm them. I'm still this person when I'm out with them. So they know me as this guy. You know what I'm saying? So they love me and they proud of me. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm black. This is how I talk. You may look at on TV and see other people talk different, but they're black just like me. So again, we talking differences now. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's still
like showing them we're not a monolith. That like just like being black and male, being black and female. There's not one box that fits all of us. Like
right.
No.
And you shouldn't expect to see that.
We're all different. Yeah.
And then again, the last 10 years, or maybe even 15 years, I'm sure you guys have noticed there's just been just an awakening of blackness, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's always been there, the HBCUs and the different worlds and all of those things. But last 15 years, I can really feel that
you're allowed to own it outside.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think that, because like slowly but surely there was like, you know what? I value your dollar.
Yes.
So I'm gonna let you be you. And then even like in the most recent years where things have happened to say, oh, you can wear your natural hair to work. Yeah. And we're not gonna call it unprofessional.
Exactly. And I think around 2008, around 2008, a lot of people were going natural. A lot of women were going natural.
Yeah. It was like, yo, we could be president. Excuse me.
On how to take care of your hair, how to cut your hair, how to this, how to that. And it was a surge. And I went natural around that time too. And it was like, it's okay. Go on your interview. Because I remember going on interviews and, okay, how do I wear my hair? If I had braids at the time, I gotta take it out and have my relaxed hair. I gotta take it out because I remember those times. And like now I'm like, okay, let me do my twist. I'm good. So yeah, I do agree with you with that. It is a surge, and especially Black-owned businesses surging like crazy.
And in black clothes and all that. So it's black. So there's been a pouring in, and so the narrative right now is they're against us and all those things, but they always have been.
But I was gonna say, but they definitely walked that one out, like in legislation
and so. But I think the awakening
in practice
had people in college wanting to run for office and things of that nature. So again, I'm telling you, the information is out there. So my son is seeing that. He's hearing that from me. The conversations, just like you guys are having probably around your people, is a positive thing. I'm glad he's running. I'm glad he won. Cory Booker and Rosario. So again, we're still talking about someone that's running for something and doing something.
Yeah.
We all love Stacey Abrams. We all was disappointed at how everything happened. And look how that magic happened, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you talk about her. And again, a pouring into a Black woman and we're talking positive about her and things of that nature. He's hearing that. He's saying that. And so again, he's not going to be like, oh, poor me and all those things. I'm giving you information to be strong in you. So any type of situation that you encounter, you're going to be strong in you.
Yeah.
The facts always win. No matter what's happening right now, at some point, at some time, the facts are going to come out. And that's all you need everybody to hear is the facts.
Yeah. Because you can, so you're saying you can honor both sides of the story and still have a wholeness about who he is.
Yes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I started with the pouring into because that's making us proud, right?
Yeah.
And so once we run up against anything that's encountered to hurt or harm us, we're so strong right now that it's not going to do anything but help us.
But push us to make it different.
Yes.
Push us to change.
Let's start with George Floyd as it was kaboom. And the only reason we saw that because quarantine.
Yeah. And that oh my God, yes.
It's the only reason we saw that. And so from there, it's been, because any mother heard him scream out for her. You know what I'm saying? And so that was just a catapult of other events that happened. And again, Darth Vader doesn't know he's the bad guy. Thanos doesn't know he's the bad. Killmonger doesn't know he's the bad guy. But it's up to the good guys to show him, yeah, you are the bad guy. And so that's all we can continue to do. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm putting into them. You know, right is right and wrong is wrong. If someone doesn't like you, you don't have to like them back. And let it be what it is. And if they want that smoke, we got it for you. And if you don't want it, then it's nothing for you.